playmaker heroes on Edok.
That is inevitable. And now we go back to the Land of Dawn to witness game number 2 of this grand finals best of 7 again. Severo with the Aerithel. We had our thoughts on maybe that he might possibly pick up that Harith in the first phase, but he did not at all. So now, with the Aerithel against the Harith, what do you think about this lane, Mirko?
I think it's a non-lane. For the most part, both of them will just be looking to survive in lane, waiting for their item power spikes. I really wonder why they didn't decide to go for the 1-1 here for ONIC. I guess because they saw the Eve. Keyboy now walks up again, spinning Edok down for a bit. It's a bit of a poke. Rin's actually winning, and now Keyboy could flicker out. Could have been bad.
Yeah, he had to flicker away. And Edok again with the early pressure alongside the Franco.
Yep.
And it's up to their rotations, right? Edok alongside RRQ. That trio mid will have to be able to just enable themselves. I mean, with the Hayabusa in the hands of Tsutsujin, you would expect him to want to snowball early on, especially up against what could be a late game comp as well from ONIC. The Aerithel carries that.
Ooh.
I mean, the Farsa even. And that first pick, Farsa, it's like they want to play through Sans' strong hero.
Good same Kai. Walking up knows there's no iron. Hook will flicker around already. Now Shield Unity, electrifying beats, and Sans claims first blood. RRQ on the back foot early on. Watch Shadow not landing.
So Tsujin looking for a play, but no. ONIC doesn't want to entertain that idea. But it's up to RRQ. Want to stabilize the lead. Severo up top, just meddling things alongside Toy. We talked about, Severo with the Harith. It is a very strong pick for him. And then from Toy, though, it feels like he's stepping out of his comfort zone, because what we saw the past few days was Toy only playing with the Granger, playing with the 1-1. And then in the previous game, he was unable to deliver as well. This game, though, with the Harith, it might be different. ONIC dips on the turtle. Dyron close by as well. Sans with the wings might look for an angle, but Edok is there to screen for him.
Ooh, feather airstrike with a solo perhaps on Edok. Good dodges. One last shot is all he needs. Going in for it. Edok has the bloody hunt, gets taken down. Ludwig. Shield Unity forcing a quad shadow defensively. Walks back in, revitalize, and the RWM on him.
Oh, Ludwig has to go back low on HP. He's gone, and it's up to Dyron to follow up, but Kyrie gets the turtle.
Keyboy's just taking a few shots now. Free turtle for ONIC. And it's because of the crazy aggression Severo up top against the Harith. Never mind, not a non-lane when Severo's on the Aerithel.
I want to get my opinion out there in the air. I mean, Aerithel against the Harith, you would expect the Harith to have much more survivability, right? The shielding and all that. The poke as well. But again, Aerithel is a kind of a mobile hero with the crossbow, with a heavy crossbow and the burst damage from it as well. But as of now, it's ONIC with a 2-kill lead. Not much of a gold lead mounted just yet, but RRQ know they have to rely on pickoffs. But is the burst damage enough, right? I mean, you have that hook, Dyron, Doors Pathway, flickered out.
Good flicker out, the airstrike coming down, now with the pin down with the piss crack as well. Edok unable to get the bloody hunt, and Thompson to Jin with the shadow kill. Kyrie with electrifying beast still in the midst of it all. Dyron, the horse is all alone, isolated from the rest of the kingdom.
Severo was riding to the night. He thought that maybe his powers would be needed, but ONIC says no. Without you, we are able to get the kills. And it's now audience prediction by the new application GoPay still favors RRQ slightly though, 59% to 41%. And RRQ, again, win cons, they have to be able to get the Citizen online. Yep. They have to be able to rely on Toy for the late game later on. At least they have that insurance in their pockets. And now Edok might fish for something, but Severo, he thinks that this is fishy. Sans is here to back up.
Oh, Sans just dodging away from it. Edok definitely had an advantage there. I don't think ONIC were aware of Edok's whereabouts, but still a bit too clean. They're always just jittering, like in the moves, right? Usually you walk, it's a bit straightforward, but they know there's a Franco. They know he could be anywhere on the map, so they would always just sidestep a bit, you know?
At least it keeps them on the feet, right? With Kyrie now, the Starlium site completed. Done and dusted. Norris pathway open. Another miss hook, but now it's up to Sans.
No flicker in. RWM locking him down in the backline. Kyrie jumps into the electrifying beats over the Rins. No bloody hunt from Edok. He's waiting. And I think it cost him the fight.
Toy is walking close. So is Severo, and that is Rins just deleted out of the fight, out of the equation. Even Tsutsujin was bursted down quickly. Severo, you don't want to play with fire. Edok is coming close. But he knows it's a Mirathel. Dyron.
Shield Unity. Dyron all alone, pinned down to the wall. The high-lows Electrifying beats. He's gonna have to die to the music of Kai.
Sweet, sweet music for ONIC, playing the songs to their favorite tunes. It's Turtle, it's all free for the taking. And now it's RRQ again, right? If you want to talk about objective contests, it feels like RRQ, they're a bit behind, but now they go bursting in.
All in the Franco, and he won't be able to find a pick. Feathered airstrike with the shield unity in the pin down of Lutpi. Substitute with the retribution, unable to find it. Wow! Kai so on point.
Oh no.
On the retribution.
Add insult to injury, rubbing salt to the wound.
Whoa. Dodges away from, wings by wings. Gila, you see it in his eyes. A stun in the bottom lane. Toy walking up the glorious pathway now. Dyron with the help of Toy. Divine Force already used. No stun for Dyron, and it's just be an easy escape for Kai.
It is very, very easy. Doesn't break a sweat doing it. 2 ultimates expanded, but at least those cooldown reductions do come in clutch.
Dude.
Minion kills from season 1 to season 15. I'm not good with maths.
That's 119 million.
109 million, my bad.
7,002.
That's a lot of minions.
3. Boom. 4 in the mid lane. Feather and airstrike. Edon with the iron hook. Able to find it with a blinker too, but it's only onto Lutpi. I think ONIC are fine with that. Kyrie now knows there's no bloody hunt. RWM locking him down. Diamond pops in. The glorious pathway. Sunsujin! Pinned down by Keyboy!
He's stuck! The assassin gets assassinated! That was Keyboy with the fist break. X-fist crack combo. Now Sans has to reposition Sutsujin. That death might be significant. It's ONIC now, restabilizing the lanes up top. It's Kyrie playing that side lane pressure. 4 kills to his name even. He was contemplating for that assassination in the mid lane, but thankfully, he held his ground.
So tough. Hook landing, but there's no bloody hunt this time around. Keyboy. Looking out the safe. These are my force already used up by Toy. Oh,
Keyboy.
Punch to the face. Glorious pathway. Substitute back away. Now it's going to be the kill over. And it will be Keyboy taken down. No flicker as well, Edok. Ooh, Lutpi actually pops the Poissons there.
They don't have to fight it. I mean, yeah, sure. Keyboy got hooked. He might die, but that's a roamer only. So RRQ, they have to be content with that, but they have Cryo on Turtle. Toy has Mother of Heaven, so that might be the life steal he needs.
Shield unity from Lutpi, walking in towards the Turtle, landing on Diamond. Now it's done as well, connecting. RWM locking him down. Zaman Force coming down as well. Kai! Still with the steal on the Turtle as Edok gets taken out. Unstoppable.
Mr. Consistent with the retribution. It was the purple buff steal, and now it's the Turtle connecting on towards himself. Side lanes again activated. Holy Crystal for the joy. Looking for that burst damage to just go in, go out. That's it.
Red team turret has been
in-game
destroyed.
equipment check. Winter Crown first item for Edok. That's going to be a massive ability as long as he's able to be the one aggressing. Unfortunately for Edok, he hasn't been able to really push the tempo with a Franco signature pick, and it's not really his fault. I'd say there's just too much CC. Say you flicker in and Bloody Hunt. You're going to get cancelled instantly without that Winter Crown because Lutpi is right there, the stun as well from Sans, and there's a big boy, a big Malaysian boy who has iron fists.
Badang is Malaysian?
Yeah, it's a Malaysian hero.
I thought it was Filipino.
That's Lapu-Lapu.
We'll have to check it. But yeah, it's up to ONIC to close this one out. It feels like that 3.8k gold lead might just accrue even further. Lutpi checking that bush, rolling in. Dyron under pressure.
Trying to bait out that iron hook from Edok, but he knows better than to go for it. He knows Keyboy's somewhere here lingering.
Smelly, sniffing around that bush. Looking for Keyboy. Feather airstrike committed, but not continued. And it's now ONIC regrouping together. Side lanes though, pushing in favor of RRQ up top as well. ONIC, if they buy time here, that wave might just crash. But now they want to focus on this mid lane. I think it's worth it for them. Dyron goes in on Keyboy.
Punch in the face, shield unity. Now coming in, cancel with the Winter Crown with a Bloody Hunt. He's still able to find it. Sounds in the back line. No! Lutpi in the back, Kyrie with electrifying beats. Gonna be using it over. Toys him on for Savero still free hitting as Riz gets taken very low. Iron hook with Feather airstrike locks him down. Lutpi taken out by Riz.
The flicker saves Rins. That was so close for him to dying as he picks up his Divine Glaive, but Sans, an everlasting threat for RRQ's backline. This is the Farsa. You don't need to focus on the front line. You just can go for the backline, burst them all down, and then the front line gets neglected because there is not enough damage output. And now Kyrie with the Blood Wings, he knows he needs that defensive ability, that shielding that might help him to go for those assassinations. And the Lord Dance Keyboy with the conceal.
Oh, Keyboy finds Toy out of all of them. The perfect target. He was almost able to find Sutsujin on that pin. And you can see him feeling it. The man in Season 11 who said, "This is Keyboy."
That is Keyboy. He's back like he's never left. And now ONIC, they want to advance even more. Shadow kill to clear the minion. A cannon one at that. So at least for now, ONIC, they have no choice but to go back. No waves being built. But the Lord up top might just charge in for them. Down bottom though, it's kind of equal. Now item check for both teams. Savero, 3 items to the GDS as well. So that might add more crit, that might add more burst damage because we haven't really seen Savero much in the action just yet.
Mainly adding more mobility, right? When you ult with a heavy crossbow and then you sprint, that really is going to be a Ducati even without the skin. Super fast. RRQ won't be able to find the Bloody Hunt. That's the crucial choice for RRQ to go for in the draft. They wanted to play with the playmaking of Edok, but ONIC have found a way to shut him down, not just in the draft, but in the game itself. Oh, Kai Bloody Hunted! He doesn't care! 2v1, and he likes those odds! The god in the jungle, Kyrie!
Kyrie Houdini keeps on doing it again and again. You've heard about him, you've seen him, and he is inevitable. ONIC, they grasp this chance. 10 fingertips, both hands. They might just go for that 2-0 blow. This wave is building in the middle. And even Sans just casually flying in.
He doesn't care. Wings by wings already used. Kai jumps in again for the airstrike, locks Siren down. Singing to the music, to the beats of ONIC. Look, Poissons, a lot of damage placed on him, but they will stay alive. Only base turrets left in the kingdom of RRQ. Edok. Iron Hook in the flanker, finding Sans! Oh, Keyboy! With a cancel on the back of Sans, gets away! Now it's Kai!
Kyrie going to the back! He might look for the assassination as he looks so low!
Tyrant, Lone Stallion alone, the Iron Hook lands, but it's onto the minion wave! Sutsujin, Shadow kill Sans! Gila Sans!
Gila ONIC! Everybody is playing out of their goddamn mind! The Sky Kings again, descending to the castle of RRQ. The kingdom in crumbles. As now Toy looking for a Hail Mary play.
Knows him on force. ONIC playing around again. Yikes.
Wow.
Mid lane base turret going to be threatened now. Savero already on it. Iron Hook lands. But look, he will take that damage with Feather Airstrike and a few shots. Toy is down to so low.
It feels like ONIC always has that answer, right? When Edok wants to play make with the hook, you get a blast from a red bird in the face. And then you have maybe Kyrie going in. And then you have the Keyboy, the Malaysian fighter, with that fist crack and everything. So it feels like RRQ, they have no chance but just to all in. Not play behind the hook, but maybe look for a flank angle. But thankfully for ONIC, Sutsujin has been completely shut down. The Hayabusa seems non-existent. Can still play.
The horse can't even run. That's the only thing he's good at. Kai is legendary in game 2.
He's unstoppable. And now they will get this Lord easily. Look at where Sutsujin is. He's looking to get scraps out of the rubbles of the fallen castle. Just trying to push the wave, get those minions, go out. But again, it's RRQ with uninvited guests on their castle.
Shield Unity into the stun. Oh, good night, Edok. Kyrie in the back, stacking it up, jumping in, nice right beats. Over to the fountain, forcing the mercenary back. Feather airstrike now, Keyboy! Finding Toy!
No chance. And RRQ, they crumble. But Rins gets the double kill. And they might just defend this entrance. But the crystal exposed. The Lord is here.
Keyboy still looking for the play. Again, still having the Lord. Another pin down over to Sutsujin. Oh! Forcing him with a crown. Tyrant all alone. Sans just recalling in the